money saved up.
I'm comfortable.
Welcome to Watch Mojo's Whatever Happened To, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 highest paid TV child actors of all time. Number 10, Selena Gomez, $30,000 an episode. Wizards of Waverly Place. We don't know what the average wizard gets paid these days, but we can tell you how much Selena Gomez got to play one on the Disney Channel's Wizards of Waverly Place.
I'm Alex Russo, and my hobby is I like to poke things with a stick. But I haven't figured out how to make money with that yet, so I'm in school.
The show ran for 4 seasons between October of 2007 and January of 2012, and it's reported that Gomez took home between $25,000 and $30,000 per episode for the run of the show. Number 9, Victoria Justice, $50,000 an episode. Zoe 101. When it came to making lots of money, Victoria Justice was victorious even before she became the star of her own, similarly titled Nickelodeon show. Justice built up her fanbase playing Lola Martinez on 3 seasons of the Jamie Lynn Spears starrer Zoe 101, for which she was paid the very nice sum of $50,000 per episode. But she was only a supporting cast member on Zoe 101, whereas from 2010 to 2013 she was the star of Victorious. However, the reports of her Victorious salary range from $12,000 to $180,000 per episode. Number 8, Gary Coleman, $70,000 per episode. Different Strokes. Different Strokes made Gary Coleman rich, but it took a while to get there.
We were sitting on a fortune in Harlem and we never knew it.
When the show premiered back in 1978, Coleman was only getting paid $1,500 per episode. However, as the show, and more importantly Coleman, gained in popularity, he was able to negotiate more money, eventually getting his salary up to $70,000 per episode. And remember, this was the 80s. Adjusted for inflation, $70,000 in 1986, the final year of the show, equals over $190,000 in 2022. Number 7, Mary-Kate and Ashley Olson, $80,000 per episode. Full House. In 2006, Mary-Kate and Ashley Olson turned 20. In 2007, they were on the Forbes Richest Women in Entertainment list with a net worth of around $100 million. And while a lot of that probably had to do with their clothing line, the seed of their fortune started all the way back in 1987 when the 15-month-old twins made their debut on Full House. They started off slowly, making only $2,400 per episode, but that soon went up to $25,000, and by the end they were raking in $80,000 each per episode. Number 6, The Modern Family Kids, $125,000 per episode. Modern Family. Many of us could relate to the trials and tribulations of the Dunphy kids, Haley, Alex and Luke, as well as Gloria's son Manny. However, most of us probably can't relate to how much money the actors playing those kids were making. While we don't know what they were making when the show premiered, we do know that starting in season 4, Sarah Hyland, Ariel Winter, Nolan Gould and Rico Rodriguez were each taking home $70,000 per episode. That number got renegotiated to $100,000 for the 9th and 10th seasons, and up again one more time to $125,000 for season 11. Number 5, Frankie Muniz, $150,000 per episode. Malcolm in the Middle. Muniz began making a respectable $30,000 per episode when the show premiered on Fox back in 2000. When season 4 hit the airwaves, Muniz had negotiated a new deal that would see him take home $75,000 per episode through season 6. But wait, there was one more deal to make. Season 7 was definitely lucky for Muniz, who doubled his per episode pay in the final season to $150,000. Number 4, Miranda Cosgrove, $180,000 per episode. iCarly. In 2012, actress Miranda Cosgrove earned her way into the Guinness Book of World Records. And when we say earned, we literally mean that, as Cosgrove got her name in the book by being the highest paid child actress of the year.
We have almost an hour to get to the pawn shop, pick up Gibby and the money, and then get back to the jail place.
The iCarly star was raking in $180,000 per episode for her role as the titular Carly. Given that the show aired almost 100 episodes, that may put her total pay for the series at around $18 million. Good for her. Number 3, Tyler James Williams, $250,000 per episode. Everybody Hates Chris. Everybody might have hated Chris, but they sure seem to love Tyler James Williams. Or at least the producers of Everybody Hates Chris sure liked him enough to pay him $250,000 per episode of the series that ran for 4 seasons on UPN/CW. Not bad for a kid who was just 12 years old when the show premiered in 2005, and was probably best known for appearing on 10 episodes of Sesame Street in 2000.
Wow! Oh, Rubber Ducky says thank you.
Number 2, Angus T Jones, $350,000 per episode. 2.5 Men. Angus T Jones was the super cute half on the 2.5 Men set, and he appeared to be having a good time making the show. However, things changed as he got older, and he eventually arrived at a point where he had some big issues with the series that made him a star. At one point, he was even seen begging people to stop watching the show entirely. But whatever his problems were with the content of the series, we're going to assume he didn't have any problems with all the money it made him. Especially by the end of his run on the show, when he was raking in a hefty $350,000 per episode. Number 1, Millie Bobby Brown, $300,000 to $350,000 per episode. Stranger Things. Before we talk numbers though, we should point out that reports surrounding these Stranger Things salaries do vary a bit. As such, we've provided a range to reflect that. The rest of the young cast has seen their per episode pay rise to between $100,000 to $250,000 for the latter seasons. Brown, on the other hand, was reportedly taking home between $300,000 to $350,000 per episode in season 4.
Bitchin', right?
Yeah, bitchin'.